You got a problem here, guy?
The screenplay is so many misdirections, but then it really comes down to how they shot it by the co-directors, Tyler and Matt, and really, horror and a humor combo. So much comes into it in the editing too. So it's just it's a hit, smash movie, just for anybody that loves Scream, but it's so well made too.
Well, it's all the twists and turns, and it's the fact that you're falling in love with while becoming suspicious of every single character you meet, and you know it's going to be at least one of those people. It's a mind explosion.
The entertainment value of a whodunit movie immerses the audience in discovering what it is about the characters that could have clued you into who they were from the very onset.
And it's actually scary while also funny.
That's right. Which is maybe unique to Scream, and at that level of horror franchise.
When Hayden Panettiere comes back in as Kirby Reed, as an adult now, as a woman who's here for some payback, the fans are going to go crazy in the theater. So it's definitely recommended to see it that way. I plan on it and can't wait.
Centuries, our kind has stayed hidden on Earth. But darkness has found us again. Prime. This is about the fate of all living things. Unicron is coming.
I remember us being in Peru in the jungle, and we kept having to do a take where we were running really fast, but we still had the same jackets on. So it was really, really hot. And I just remember looking over and being like, wow, he's the only other person in the world who knows what this experience is like. That was amazing to be like. I looked over and was like, oh, there's one other person and it's him. I'm glad it was you.
It's not an empty slate when stepping into Transformers because it's been around for so long. Like what I try to do when approaching is approach it just as a fan. So I go and say, as a fan, what did I want out of the live action movies that I didn't get yet? What kind of characters, what kind of personalities haven't had a chance to thrive on screen? And so it comes from that sort of place when actually developing the story. And then you have these markers of plot, and you're trying to go, okay, this is 1994, this is New York, it's great, it's fun. How do we make sure that when you're in the 90s, you get that energy of the 90s, the vibrancy of the 90s? And then on top of that, now how do you combine it with these jungle characters, right? And so you're like, how do we get from A to B, but also stay true to the lore? So I'm serving plot and serving the story and characters, but I'm serving those who are very aware of where Optimus Primal came from and things like that. It's not an empty slate when stepping into Transformers because it's been around for so long. Like what I try to do when approaching is approach it just as a fan. So I go and say, as a fan, what did I want out of the live action movies that I didn't get yet? What kind of characters, what kind of personalities haven't had a chance to thrive on screen? And then you have these markers of plot, and you're trying to go, okay, this is 1994, this is New York, it's great, it's fun. How do we make sure that when you're in the 90s, you get that energy of the 90s, the vibrancy of the 90s? So I'm serving plot and serving the story and characters, but I'm serving those who are very aware of where Optimus Primal came from and things like that.
So let's celebrate that.
It's the end of the road, so we're going back to the roots of Fast and Furious.
Let's dig some graves. Then I go, what kind of trouble can we get into this time?
Everything is bigger, better, and hits you like a right hand to the jaw.
It is true entertainment on a massive canvas.
You're about to learn all about fear.
With a new villain, with new stakes, real stakes.
Oh, I haven't played a villain in probably 10 years.
All right, dorks, what are we blowing up?
I wanted to bring something to the lineage that hadn't been done yet.
He just comes in, guns blazing.
You guys are going to hell.
Dante is really one angry guy, but really well dressed.
To face off against Dom and his family, you had to be a certain psychotic.
He's coming for you with everything.
there's something coming, and Dom knows it.
I can't think of a better time for him to be at a crossroads.
Never accept death. When suffering is over. We're all feeling unsure at the moment, even Dom.
This is set up.
We haven't been as successful as we're used to seeing this TV, and that's kind of scary.
This sets the stage for something larger, so it's unfamiliar territory. That's the problem with having such a big family.
How do you choose the ones you save?
I really am looking forward to the Torettos being back together again. We're firing on all cylinders.
Scanning cars.
Is it exciting? Yes. It's trying to tear us apart. Is it nerve-wracking? Hell yeah. This is the magic of fast.
Let's race.
It's showtime.
We go.
It's the beginning of the end. It's the sum of everything we've loved in the Fast and Furious universe.
Here they come.
It's exciting to be a piece in the puzzle of something that's so very important to pop culture.
I do suggest for the audience out there to prep. It's a big one.
For a saga to be complete, it must have an ending. It's bittersweet, but dare I say more meaningful.
My name is Miles Morales. I'm Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man. And things are going great.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to be here at 5.
All right, whatever.
Whatever.
Wow.
Whatever.
What's exciting is that there's more than one way to be a hero, right? I mean, comic books, we're all huge fans of comic books, but we've been fans of comic books since they were this niche thing that only like nerds did on the side, and it's grown into this thing that is like a global form of entertainment that everyone knows. And in doing so, sometimes people can adhere too hard to the idea of rules, and it was really exciting for a character like Miles, who went through a growth spurt. He's gone from an adolescent to a young man, to be faced with the choices that push him into a little bit of rule breaking. I mean, if the slogan in the first film was "anyone can wear the mask," we've always said to ourselves, the slogan in this one is, it's how you wear the mask that matters.
You just don't want to make people bored.
Yeah.
So if we were finding ourselves, repeating ourselves would be boring.
Yes.
And none of us are people who like to do the same thing twice.
Yeah.
So, and that includes making a Spider-Verse movie, which had never been done before. It wasn't like anything else, so why would we make something that was like the thing that was done before? In the true spirit of Spider-Verse, we kept wanting to make something new.